Hello, Laura here. It's October 31st, 2023. I've been away for a few months, dreading that the gardening season has come to a close here in Zone 4A. They say it's darkest before the dawn. It's time to bring out the snow shovels. I find it interesting that I started this celery back in 2022 of November. I've been harvesting it all year, almost a year. It'll be a year next month, on the 17th of November to be exact. I've used it in rice dishes, cooking. I made meatballs with onions, baked them in my toaster oven. I made risotto with vegetables and my celery. I've enjoyed the celery. On October 31st, I said earlier, it's time to bring out the snow shovels. So it started snowing at 3 p.m. on October 31st, just after the recycle guys came and took my recycle away, which was good timing because before the snow fell. I don't like going out there when it's snowy, and I've yet to find the tacks for my shoes. So I need to find those, put them on my shoes. So the snow is pretty. I know everybody who doesn't get snow thinks it's beautiful. The first snow is beautiful. It's still sitting out there. It didn't melt. I was hoping it would. It's always darkest before the dawn. The final harvest came in the first couple of weeks of October, actually. The green beans, had to put away the plants, the daikon radish. I harvested the last of those, and I decided to make kimchi with the daikon radish this year, since I've never tasted kimchi, and I never tasted the daikon radish before, so this was going to be new to me. Which I was pleasantly surprised with the growth of the daikon radish and the taste of the kimchi. The last of the tomatoes from outside were harvested because they were threatening frost, and the one little bit of yellow squash left on the vine before the plant had to be put away. It's sad to see the garden go to sleep for the summer. It is nice, however, to have the respite that you have. You don't have to work so hard or worry about watering, but it's sad because you can't go out there and harvest food for your evening meal. I suppose it would be similar to someone saying, this is your last chocolate bar for the next 6 months, and you can't have any more until, 8 or 9 months, maybe even 10, because you have to plant them and wait for them to grow and then harvest them. So really, it's a whole year before you really get going, except for the beans. The beans this year were very prolific. Kentucky pole beans I grew this year. I'm very happy with that. I'm going to grow them again. I was very happy with the collard greens. I had about 4 harvests of collard greens. The last harvest was small because it had already turned chilly outside. So I plan to continue growing the celery indoors. It's definitely root bound, but I'm going to leave it and see how well it does. I keep it watered almost daily, and it's delicious. And you don't need a lot when you homegrown your own celery. And we're going to have, or I am going to have, leftovers tonight. So dinner's already cooked for me from yesterday's meal. And I'm going to start some more tomatoes. I believe I have one tomato plant that's gotten about 4.5 feet tall. It was giving me little tomatoes, about 4 or 5 little tomatoes, cherry tomatoes, about once a week, all summer long. And it may flower again. I did, however, bring in one of my strawberry runners, and it has had 3 flowers on it. I didn't take a picture of it because I don't think I pollinated them well enough for them to turn into strawberries, but we'll see. I should have used a Q-tip. But enjoy the snow. It's going to be a long, long winter.